welcome to Coding After Work.
And we still have slime.
We still have slime. Well, to explain, in Sweden, the whole Halloween thing is a little bit, let's say people are confused. Let's call it that. We have the American Halloween, which is on the 31st of October. It's always on the 31st.
And that's convenient.
It is. Very easy to remember. Mm-hmm. But then we have All Hallows Eve, which is a moving holiday.
Yeah.
Or, I don't know, is it called a holiday? It changes. It depends on what year it is and what day it turns out. And some of the trick-or-treaters we have don't know if they should go on Halloween or All Hallows Eve. Or the Saturday, because in Sweden we have you eat Saturday sweets. That's the one day you're allowed to eat sweets. Well, nobody actually enforces that rule, but it's still a thing.
Parents try.
Yeah. So we still are in Halloween mode until this weekend, the coming weekend. So hence the slime.
Hey, everyone likes slime.
No, everybody does not.
Oh, right. The snot show is the other one.
Yeah, that's the Married Geeks, where we currently build Lego. Well, we are building Ghostbusters Ecta 1, and they have Slimer.
And snot actually means...
Studs not on top.
Studs not on top.
Yeah, so the Lego pieces that does not only have the studs on top.
Or snot.
Yeah. So if you're interested in snot, come join us at Married Geeks.
We really sold that one.
Yeah, can we cut this? No, we're live, aren't we?
Yep. Too late.
Yeah.
All right.
But that's not why we're here.
Is it? It isn't?
No, it's not. It's not.
Huh.
Because I think it's time.
It's time. It's that time again.
We need to go live with our page.
Yes.
And we do have some stuff to do before we can do that.
We do.
Yeah.
So let's pop in our backlog. Let's check it out.
Yay, backlog.
And as per usual, let's take a look at what we did last week. Or was it last week? It was, right? Yeah.
Well, you can see the dates.
But then I have to count, and we all know that is not going to be a good thing.
Last week.
All right, so we fixed home.
Yeah. Well, we have also learned that we really, really need to be better when we're naming our backlog items, because if it goes more than 1 week, we have no clue. So fix the home, and no, we're better now. We're working on it.
So you've been cleaning all day today.
Yeah, exactly. I did the dishes. Actually, you did the dishes. Just to cred for it.
Schedule page. We did that.
We did show a schedule.
We added some text to about. We corrected CSS theming, and this is a continuing effort. We're going to do some of that today as well. We styled the video page. We made images clickable. Removed the player. Well,
the extra player.
Yeah, we removed one of the players. We fixed the sponsor page, and we resized the image.
Yeah, you see why we need better naming? What is resize the image?
That's when you have one size and you...
Exactly. So hopefully we have actually named the backlog items a little bit better for this sprint.
Let's just take a look at the page as it is.
Oh, as it stands today?
Let's see if it works here.
Should we though?
I don't know. There we go.
Yeah. So technically, we are showing the schedule.
I am apparently in Sydney right now.
Well,
it's not a bug. It's a feature. So if I turn off the time zone up here and I reload the page, you will see that we got Stockholm instead.
Which is true.
This is kind of a cool feature. It's not that hard to implement. If you want to go back to the last show. Actually, yeah, you can do on Twitch. You can do that. We haven't published it on YouTube just yet.
Oh no!
Well,
What's up with that?
We had a problem with the streaming last time, so I need to cut that.
Right.
It's a little bit more work.
For some reason, we got kicked out of Twitch after 30 minutes, and Twitch still thought, well, we don't know if it was Twitch or the streaming service we were using, because 30 minutes in, Twitch thought we were live, but we lost all the viewers, and the stream went dead, and then we came back. So
hopefully streaming gods are with us.
Yeah.
Okay, and we did the About page. We're going to do a little bit more today, I think.
Because it's kind of pushed together there.
Got some, hey, look at that. Keep calm and love raccoons.
That's your favorite shirt, isn't it?
It is.
But you do like the shirt you have today as well.
Yep.
Man machine.
Machine.
We're not here for your singing.
Machine. And we added the sponsor page as well, or we fixed the sponsor page if I managed to click it.
Yeah.
So, okay. So what are we doing today? Let's go back to our sprint. Hop into our amazing board.
You know you can go directly to the backlog through the board.
I am sure I can.
Right? Just putting it out there.
We want to show planning. There we go.
Now you sorted it, sort of.
I haven't. Yeah.
You clicked on some sorting thing.
There we go. Okay, so the site we have today will download YouTube videos, podcasts, and the schedule from Twitch. And it's going to cache that forever. Luckily,
which is good, but it's also problematic if we actually publish another video.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So we need a way to reset the cache. Now we could do that like every 24 hours, but I want to have a little bit more control. I want to be able to publish an episode, reset the cache, and be out to have that from the get-go. So let's add API to reset the cache. I'm going to do that with...
Why do we have a current sprint and a sprint 11?
Because I put the wrong date into the sprint.
Ah.
So let's see if we can change that. I did select... I have no idea. I did select the today...
Oh, it's because you were in Sydney.
Of course. No. Yes. That might actually be the thing. You must provide it in the following form. Are you kidding me?
But you clicked on it. It's not...
Day.
But have the end date tomorrow. That's fine. I don't think you can... Okay.
Okay, let's reload. Now it's November 5, right? And we want today's date. Just once more. There we go. Current.
Thank you. That feels much better.
Okay, so you said that I could go to the backlog.
Yeah, if you just mouse over the icon for the green one.
This one?
Yeah, and don't you have like a board?
Wasn't
There's the backlogs, yes.
That was what I did.
No, you clicked on boards and then backlog, I think. Well,
okay, change the width on about.
Yes, please, because currently it's 400 pixels wide because I had an oopsie.
So the reason why we are on a mission.
Yes. Get rid of the crap we have today.
Yes. And next week on Thursdays, we're probably not going to have a stream next week on Thursday. We are going to speak at .NET Conf.
Yeah.
So we want to have a web page up.
Yep.
With
using Blazor and cool stuff.
And Twitch and all of that stuff. So that's what we're going to do. That's why we are.
And we are just publishing it. The page we have today is not great. So if we can do it equally not as great or even better, we're fine with that. It doesn't have to be perfect, which is very hard for me, but we're going to do it.
Okay, add images to index page. Let's
Yes.
do that as well. I know how to do that. Change styling on sponsors.
Yes, I think so, because it's kind of truncated and pushed together.
YouTube image clickable, linking to YouTube.
That
this
would
is
be
a
nice
descriptive
to have.
one.
Yeah. See, we're getting better.
Fix pod images. We're not going to do that. We're going to do that. That is an ongoing effort. We're definitely not going to do it on stream. Okay, so 5 items.
Just to clarify what we mean with that, because again, back then we were not great at naming things. Fix pod images is actually on the back end in the service we're using. Yes, thank you. So we have fixed a few of the pictures, like 15 maybe. There we go.
Mark look like.
Yeah.
No, Mark always looks okay, but the frame around.
Yeah.
Him.
So we had iffy stuff going on. So this is behind the scenes on the podcast software service we're using. So it's not programmatic. It's just basically upload the images. And it's like 500 clicks per image.
500.
That's why it's taking so long.
Okay, so let's pop into the sprint and
assign. Are we assigning?
We already have.
Assigned.
Yeah,
we
did
everything.
that yesterday. Well, we don't think of everything.
No, we do not.
Okay, so I have 2 things and you have 3 things.
Yeah.
So do you want me to start?
Yeah, that would be great, because I'm going to style the page you mess up.
I see where this is going.
Well, I shouldn't say mess up, because I messed up the 400 pixel wide and didn't check for screen size. So we have that.
Okay, so we have a content service, if I can find it. Here we go. And
yeah, right. This is the component where we get all the stuff, like all the videos, all the podcasts, all the titles of, and the schedule.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we have 3 variables: episode, videos, and Twitch schedule.
Yeah.
And so I'm gonna do this. So it actually says it's null. So since we have a question mark, we're saying that these fields are nullable. The default is going to be null, so it's going to be fine. But just to be very overly clear, we want to say, hey, these are null. But that's just me.
And then we don't get all the blue squiggly line. No, the green.
Green. The green squiggly lines doesn't matter in this case. Okay. It's going to be the same. Okay, so we want a reset method.
Yeah.
So let's create one. Let's create a public. This can be void because we're not going to do anything asynchronous.
Yeah. We don't need to get something.
Let's call it reset.
Just update and get back. Don't get back to me.
Let's do like this. I'm cheating just a little bit because I'm a developer.
No, you're efficient. Efficient.
So what we're saying here, that I want episodes to be null, I want videos to be null, I want Twitch schedule to be null, and if it's null, it's going to say, hey, I don't have this, let's go to the server and grab it. So let's save it. Now, I wasn't completely sure about the minimal APIs that came with the .NET 6. I was thinking about it. Is it a good thing? It's a little bit. So let's take one step back.
Please. So what is minimal API?
Let's go even further back. Okay. So in MVC, we have something called controllers. Yeah. So we have a path and we have a method to get to that particular method or action. So I can say that I have a controller named
Raccoon.
And on that controller, I would have a get method, I would have a post method, I have definitely not going to have a delete method, but I could. And this is how we update things and communicate with that API. So that's a great way to have everything collected in the same file. Now with the minimal APIs, we can put them in another file because there are ways of doing that. Not built in, but you could do that. But you define them in program. So you don't have a separate file. You define all the routes in program, and I will show you how we do that. And having all of that inside the program file. Let's say you have a huge API. There's gonna be a lot of
a little bit messy.
Yeah, there are ways of cleaning this up. I'm going to do this the simplest way I know. We could have services that we call just to send in methods and all of that. We can absolutely simplest way, which is often the best. So I'm going to say app.map, and then I can map different verbs. Mm-hmm. So in this case, I can map get, I can map post, I can map delete and put, and so on. So I'm just going to say map get. And then I'm just going to say what route am I going to listen to for this API. So I'm going to say clear.
No, you're not.
Clear cache, like that. Mm-hmm. And I'm going to take in a password. Password, like that. And I just realized that I don't have a password. And I don't want to dox myself.
So how do we
So how are we going to solve it? We are going to, I think we're going to go to the full camera view, like that. Hey, we're back.
With the Halloween slime still going while you try to find your password.
Well, it doesn't matter what the password is.
Is it raccoons?
It could be. Let's make it raccoons. So I'm just gonna. So what I'm doing here is that I have a local settings file. I'm gonna open that local settings file, and I'm gonna create a value here. So I'm gonna say reset password.
You misspelled again.
Reset password. And I'm gonna say, I'm just gonna say it's gonna be test. The reason why I'm not showing this is simply because I have
you have
YouTube.
all your API keys
Yes.
that you need in there. So it's not this particular one, the clear cache one you're trying to hide.
That's
it's
fine.
All the other
that's
ones.
fine because when we go into production, we're gonna name it, or we're gonna have it something else.
Yeah.
Have another one.
That makes sense.
Okay, so
if you're back, you need to switch. There we go. No more slime.
No more slime. No more snot pieces.
Wrong show.
And I want to start with a slash as well. So this is just saying that the URL is going to be codingautowork.com or whatever domain we're using /clearcache/the password. Mm-hmm. And then we can just send in a method. So in this case, I want to send in the password into that method. Password. So the thing inside here must match with that one.
Yeah,
and
it does not.
It does not. So there we go. Now, then we can just create an arrow key like that, or an arrow sign. Like that. So in here, we have all the code that we want to execute when we get to that URL. Mm-hmm. Now, the really cool thing here is that Dependency Injection works with this as well. Mm-hmm. So I can go up here and I would say that I need a content service.
Which you have.
Which I have. I'm going to call it service. Service. Like that. So it's going to use Dependency it's going to use dependency injection to get that service into the method. So I don't have to. So if you would do the same thing with controllers, you would do it in the constructor of that controller and get all of that dependency injection stuff going. But here I can do it in the method, which is kind of nice. I also want to...
So they won you over in .NET 6 with minimal API.
Yes.
I love it when that happens, though.
And we also want to have the configuration, so an I configuration. We are using this in the content service as well. So we could have checked it in the content service, but we're going to inject it like this instead. So what we did at work, we just started implementing a new API. Of course, we went all in .NET 6. I mentioned, in .NET 6 we have something new called minimal APIs. Should we take a look at that? And they're like, yes.
Yeah.
So why is that even a question? So my colleague, he implemented kind of a interface architecture that we can have a bunch of different files, and then in the program file it just says, okay, I want to get all the files implementing this particular interface, and it goes through them and initialize all these maps. So the map get is in another file for a particular service. So we can have an API web with more than one service, more than one. Let's say that we're getting raccoons and monkeys. We can still have the same web, but we can have different endpoints for those, for monkeys.
Because raccoons are going to your place and monkeys
goes to my brother's place, maybe?
Yeah, probably.
Okay, so we have the route, we have the password, and we are dependency injecting the service and the configuration. So now we just have to check, well, is the config there we go.
Well, to be fair, your laptop does not have the best keyboard layout. I can't type for the life of me because everything is in the wrong place. So
that's true. And we're just gonna check whether or not it's password. It's the same as the password, like that. And if it is,
do stuff.
We're gonna go service. Dot.
No, you're not.
Service. Dot.
That's better. No. Oh my gosh. Once you get started, it's just.
So is this? No, this one is correct, isn't it? Why is it red squiggly? Let's type that out. Reset.
Sometimes Visual Studio, at least Visual Studio 2022, does funny things.
Oh, we got an extra parenthesis. There we go. So if the password matches, we're gonna reset the cache. So we can just say return, and not that.
It is usually very spot on with the suggestions, though.
It is. So I'm going to say, I want you to return OK, which is going to be a status 200. I'm just going to send back cache is clear. And if it's not, if the password is wrong, we're going to return almost results dot for no, what is it called? It's called unauthorized.
All right.
So we're going to get to 401 saying, hey, you're not authorized to do that. Okay. Mm-hmm. Do you think this is it?
I don't know. You tell me. You're the developer. Am I wearing stripes on stream again?
Mm-hmm.
From now on, it's your job to make sure I don't. It's not too bad today, but we get a little. Don't adjust your TV.
It's me. Clear cache. Monkey.
And monkey should not be the correct
And
one.
we're getting 401. Because no, we're not going to do that.
So try it with password.
Test. It was test.
Oh, test, right.
There we go. Cache is clear.
Nice.
And if I go to, let's go to episodes. I think that's the slowest one.
Yeah, that is.
Oh,
yeah.
It's quite quick.
Yeah, but it's still, you could tell that it's actually updating.
If I reload it, you'll see that it's way faster.
Nothing happens.
So that's minimal APIs.
Awesome.
Which is kind of nice. And all the code just is inside here. I could have created a method with the same signature and put the code in there. Would work the same way. I really like it. I was
Pleasantly surprised?
Yeah, because I really didn't think I would like it.
Yeah.
And minimal kind of sounds like, you can do most of the things, but
this is the cheap version.
That's
the
not
generic
what,
one.
Yeah, but that's not what we're talking about. You can also add attributes and all of that.
So they're actually talking about minimal stuff for you more than it's a minimal API.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so what did we do? Well, we reset the cache.
We did that. Well, you did that.
YouTube image clickable. I can do that. So we're going to go into the video page.
Yeah, but the vids, right?
Yep. And now I know that down here we have a see full video.
Right.
So this is exactly what we want to do. But I don't think we want to have that link down there.
Not if it's clickable.
Just going to have this one up here.
Yep.
Like that.
Oh, and we got a nice from Auto404. He cannot be found.
You're such a nerd. What I also did, so I cheated just a little bit with this one, because the content from YouTube has new lines in them, but we need breaks.
Yes,
or
yes, because it kind of looks like not good. Let's call it not good.
So what I did was
Don't swear on stream.
Let's just say not nice. That's your usual.
I do say that a lot, don't I? Oh my gosh, now I need to change that.
Let's just say not nice.
So I do a UX talk. Well, actually, I do several UX talks. And when someone has messed up really bad towards the end user, I want to call them bad stuff, but I don't want to swear in public or being too rude, so I usually say not nice. So now I need to come up with a different phrase for that. So thanks for having me.
That's why I'm here. So what I did was that I got the video and the content, which is the description. I replace every new line with break.
Yeah.
And I format that as a markup string, which is going to print it as HTML or as markup. If I didn't do that, it would escape the breaks and it would look crazy.
Yeah. Even worse.
Even worse. So I did I save? I did.
I don't know if you saved. I have had the strangest issue with Visual Studio 2022 Release Candidate 2 today. My hot reload on my machine is not working. the button takes a click, I can save, I can do all the stuff. It just stopped working. It worked this morning, but then this afternoon, nope.
Look at that. It's clickable. And we will go to
clickable.
YouTube. Woo.
Nice. That's good. That's much better. That's easier to... There we go.
So we did that. Okay. Then I recall that I don't think we actually have that. Well, add images to index page.
You can close the planning. So we can actually
see.
To the right of you, you have
okay.
There you go. Thank you.
Got you. And we wanted to also add images to the index page.
Right.
So let's do
because right now
that.
we only have latest episode and it's the title of it, and same with the latest video, it's just a title.
Yeah. So let's go to the home page. There we go.
And it kind of looks kind of not nice.
Yeah, so we have upcoming streams. We need to do something about that.
Yes.
I'm not sure what though.
No, but we'll see.
And you said that, hey, we do have images.
Yeah.
Why don't we use those?
Yeah.
So let's do that. So we're gonna have a oh, look at that. This one goes to episode. This one goes to episodes as well. So if I click YouTube.
Oh no.
So this one is going to
Video.
What is it called? Is it?
Or vids. YouTube vid. Oh, I don't know.
YouTube.
We are the worst in naming stuff, and that's something again we are going to clean up as we go. But we just want to quickly get this out so we can continue working on it.
So if I click this one now, I go to the right place.
Good.
And I want to go back to home because I want to see if the hot reload works.
Oh yeah.
So sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't. But
my machine.
It's
but
getting better.
Actually, your Visual Studio looks a little different than mine.
Is it the dark theme?
No, I don't think so. Let me. No, I think we have different icons.
Oh really?
Why is that? I just updated mine today.
Did you start 2019?
I don't think so. Hey, you were on it. You would have known if I started. No, no, it was 2022 RC2. That is so strange.
Are you sure about RC? In that case, I have an old version.
You said that you updated.
Okay. No, it wasn't Visual Studio. It was .NET 6.
Oh, okay. Now I get it.
Good.
So I misunderstood you.
Okay, so now we don't have to abort everything and just install. Okay.
The latest one.
So what we did here is that we still kept the link or the A tag, and we put an image in there
instead of watch now or
so
read more.
Let's save it. Let's go back to here. Let's see.
Oh, and hot reload worked.
It worked, but it looks.
It looks like we don't have an image.
So what did I do? Maybe it's not image. Why isn't it? Hello, IntelliSense.
Yeah, I didn't have much of that either, actually.
Let's take a look at the podcast episode. It's called image.
It's so strange how it sometimes just works perfectly and sometimes
let's
it does not work. But now you changed the name, right?
I might have. Okay, let's take a look here. So latest pod.
Yeah, now
image
you don't have
source,
an ending on that one.
Image like that. Image.
So restart rebuild it. Let's see if that works then. That's my go-to now. Either that or reboot Visual Studio. But that's what you get when you're using early stuff. Oh,
so
still no image.
Let's go to our video page.
Is it in the project though? Oh yes, it is. Of course, we are using it.
So this one says.
Hey, Max is here. Is there a database somewhere in this? If so, which one? No, there's not.
No, there's not. It's all in memory.
Yeah, we're doing redoing our web for coding after work in Blazor.
So I believe I found the issue.
So the images you're getting from the YouTube API, if I recall
the image,
correctly.
yes, and from libsyn, which is our podcast.
Yes.
So this syntax is not the syntax you use at all.
Okay.
I have no. I copied too much from the.
Right.
So the @ sign getting us into C# land.
Right.
That's why the IntelliSense didn't work. So if I remove that dot, we got some
HTML. Yeah.
So when it comes to databases, we just started some.
Calm down.
I need to back up. So at work, we are SQL. We are all in SQL. So Microsoft SQL Server. We have huge databases and all of that in there. But we just started to. We did an episode on
podcast.
on our podcast with Oren Aini from RavenDB, and he showed that you could do really amazing things with RavenDB.
Kind of sounded a little bit magical sometimes.
Yeah. And the really cool thing, let's go a little bit off script and see if we can take a look at this. Raven.
Yeah, so you at your work are actually moving.
This is not the site for RavenDB.
I don't think so.
There we go, .NET. That makes sense. So this is actually, if I understand everything correctly, it's .NET in the server.
Yeah. So it's such a great story. If you want to know more about the origins and whatever RavenDB is, he has so many stories that he was nice enough to share on the podcast. Yeah. He saw something missing in his everyday business and just fixed it.
And the cool thing here is that, so I'm not gonna do that. Let's see if we can click try here. No, cloud. So
Can you please remove the privacy window?
I never do.
Thank you. I know you don't.
So what they have is that if you're using AWS in North Virginia, maybe you will actually get this for free. You're getting a cloud database with only 2 CPUs, half gig of RAM, 10 gigabytes of storage, but you're getting it for free.
Yes,
you can ramp up and down and all of that. Sadly, you can't choose any other region, as far as I know, and you can't choose any of the other platforms.
No, but it's still, you can try it out.
Yeah.
Isn't that another thing? The trial? You guys got a trial at work, right? Mm-hmm. And it never runs out?
No, so there are different ways of running, let's see, pricing here. So there is on-premise versions as well, if you want to, or you can host it in Azure or whatever. So there is a community free license, which you can have as many databases as you want. It doesn't matter how big they are. There are some limitations, I believe, in memory usage and stuff like that.
Of course, it's a community edition. And
so if you have really big databases that you need more performance, that's not going to be a
no, but it's great for
way
just
to do
testing. You don't have to test with your whole project. You can test with a subset, right?
I actually think we need to invite them to the stream as well.
Yeah, we should.
Because so my colleague, he should
be on the stream because we talk a lot about him.
He is super amazing when it comes to SQL Server.
Yeah.
I mean, he's
the SQL guy.
He's a wizard when it comes to that. And he was like, we need to move to RavenDB. He really liked
we did
all of
not
that.
expect that one.
And one of the one of the absolutely best features, in my opinion, which is a silly one, is that when you query RavenDB, you're also getting back the total amount of rows.
Yeah.
So why does that matter? Well, in Blazor, we have something called virtualize, and virtualize will load as many posts as that is visible on the page.
Could you go to the episodes page so we can show?
That's
it's the
not
next
the episode
one.
Page.
There we go. If you go to episode podcast, there you go. So if we can just, we load 9 at a time or 6 at a time on this page.
Are we using virtualize here?
I don't know, but if we were,
we should be.
We should definitely.
Let's see what's happening here. So we have article. We're not doing that.
That's embarrassing.
What's up with that?
We should add that to the backlog.
Yes, let's add that to the backlog.
Are you just
we need to add that to the backlog. So here we're using a for each loop. Let's change that to virtualize.
Oh, okay.
Virtualize.
But now you don't get to tick off another item.
For some reason, it wants me to... Oh, I can add that post.
But virtualize, to go back to that, that's kind of great when you preload stuff, because you don't want to preload like 1 million episodes. You just want to preload as many as you think the user will need on the page, and maybe a few more if they start scrolling.
Yes.
So you can continue scrolling. If we can fit 9, maybe we load 12. And then when they start scrolling, we load another 12 and another 12. Mm-hmm. And that's why you want the end number, right?
Yes. So let's take a look here. So it wants me to add a really long namespace. Let's not do that. Let's remove that. And we can add it to our imports instead. So add using. You can just paste that in, save.
And that's so you don't have to have that long in the actual code?
Fine. Yes. So let's see what's happening here. I think...
You broke it.
I broke it, definitely. So we have virtualize here. And virtualize takes in items. Mm-hmm. And items we already have. We call the episodes, I believe. Mm-hmm. And the for each loop had something called EP, so var EP in episode. So for each episode, I would be able to call it EP, like here, for example. Mm. And virtualize has that as well. So I can just say context and EP. Oh. So that's the same thing as this row basically means for each EP in episodes. So let's this should be working. Let's reload it.
Come on, virtualize.
This is a really long side note. So let's take a look here now. If we scroll down, if we we still get all the episodes from our collection. Mm-hmm. So if you take a look here, we have our article, we have another one, and all the way down here. But if we look here, you see that we have a div with mm-hmm. a particular size. So it's just showing all the items that is visible, in this case a little bit more, because we obviously just see one of them. But it has like, well, we have a minimum of something. So it says that, okay, we're just loading like 20 or something. and then we're going to continue with a div. So if I scroll down now,
actually episodes would probably be a better.
There we go.
No, we are at episodes. Maybe the
YouTube
videos are small. Oh yeah, it
a
started
bit small.
loading.
So it's changing the height. So the scroll bar looks like we have a lot of content.
Yeah.
But it's...
So the scroll bar knows how many we have.
Yes.
But the page isn't showing them yet.
Yeah. And if we take a look up here now...
That's very good from a UX perspective as well, because then we know how much there is to read, right?
Yeah. And up here, we now have a div. So it's not putting all that HTML inside of the web browser, taking up memory. So it's really good for the experience from a memory standpoint as well.
Yeah.
And with this, you can use something called the items provider that's built in. So in there, into Virtualize.
Yeah.
So Virtualize has something called an items provider. Now I don't know from the top of my head the syntax for that, but what it does is that you will have a method that requests. So you're going to get the request when Virtualize wants to reload or get more posts. You're going to get a request to that method saying, I want to have start index 10 and I want 20 posts. And you send back the posts and the total amount of rows that you can get. So with Raven, I'm not sure about other document DBs. That might be true for them as well.
Well, you haven't checked them out, so...
You will get back the total amount. So if you would do the same with SQL Server, you probably need to do... I think there are some iffy ways of getting that back as well. But you would probably do two requests. One saying, okay, how many rows do we have? And one request, I need the rows now.
Yeah.
Or you can get all of them. And
that's what got you and your colleague over.
Yeah. So I actually did, we're using RavenDB for logging. And I did a demo. So I used the Blossom grid that I built. And I implemented that feature into, so it's using the virtualized component, but I implemented the items provider in the grid that I made as well. So I was a little bit eager just last night to see, is it possible, does it work?
Oh, that's what you did, that you showed the two.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
So we were loading a massive amount of posts.
It took forever.
I would say I was
pretty sure Jimmy didn't click show them.
Yeah. So
I think I asked like 3 times. Did you click?
So I would guess that it took maybe a minute to load all the posts or something like that.
It was a long time.
And with the virtualize functionality, it took like 2 seconds.
No.
Maybe.
No. It took more like 500 milliseconds to maybe a second.
So super convenient thing to take a look at.
So that was what's going on.
Yep.
Huh.
Okay, so let's take a look at the homepage now. There we go.
And now,
and speaking of Oren,
that is actually
this is Oren
from RavenDB, but he's huge now. And the YouTube video is not. Yeah, we need to work on that. I think that falls on me in the backlog, didn't it?
I assume so because I'm not touching it. So let's pop these two. I think we can do it like whoops. Let's do it.
And the next project we do, we will actually not use. I am blanking on the name.
DevOps.
DevOps. Yes.
We're gonna use GitHub.
Yes, we are. Yes, we are. Which is interesting because GitHub and I have a dark past. We do not get along whatsoever. However, it can't be much worse than this.
But the thing is, GitHub has evolved a lot during the
Yeah.
past couple of years, and they have a preview program, I believe, that has much of this functionality built in. I don't think I'm in that preview just yet, so hopefully I will get in.
But also, the developer tools are now actually connected to GitHub as well. They were not back in the day.
Definitely not.
So, yeah.
I'm not a fan of Git, really. Well, I love Git, but I don't love using Git. So I have colleagues that are wizards with that as well, and they go into the command prompt and type, and I'm like, the bug fix was like 10 characters. You type more just to check the code in.
Maybe he was documenting.
Yeah, maybe. All right. So.
Oh, is it time?
I think it's your turn.
Okay.
I think it's your turn.
So I will take my microphone and we would do the funny camera switch here. Well, actually, we will not switch the cameras. We will switch the tables. Yay, I got your computer.
Now the problems begin.
Yeah. So we have what? We have the about page that we need to fix. And of course, we do not have any description, but I think I know what the problem is.
Well, we have a description. Fix it.
Yeah. What did we say? We said the about. Okay, so the about page is kind of. I think I used the wrong.
Not nice.
Ouch! Ouch! Ouch!
It's a little bit narrow.
Yep. And I think that you are in control of the chat room now. Hint,
Yes.
hint, nudge, nudge.
You're saying that I'm supposed to show something.
Yes.
So where is the web hosted or will be hosted? Does .NET affect how you can host
.NET
this?
6 effect.
Yes.
Silence.
Yeah, I need to think about it. So it's going to be and is hosted on Azure. That's the short answer. I'm not sure about other hosting services. So what you can do is when you're hosting it, you can say that you want it to be hosted as
What am I doing?
what is the name? You can deploy it with .NET files combined. I'm blanking on the name right now. So that's one way. That should work with all the cloud providers. I'm not entirely sure. But definitely works with Azure. We already have it running.
Well, it should work with Azure. It's a Microsoft product, right?
Yeah, but funny enough, Azure is not always first.
Yeah, that's
So
true.
when it comes like betas and stuff like that, you might need to trick it just a little bit. But
Yeah.
it usually always works, even from the beginning.
Yeah. So, what is it we have on the page today? We have some hybrid monster.
You mean what
What we're using, and we're hosting it on Azure though.
Yeah.
But
But so the current page is WordPress
yeah, with some.
with databases and everything
Yeah.
in between.
Okay, so I am in the CSS, and I think that the problem is the CSS class we're using that's called episodes text, and the naming we have here is, well, not nice. So we are using the episode text, which is 400 pixels wide, which is an issue. So I think that the one I actually did prepare, But Visual Studio decided that everything I did was lost because I complained too many times about hot reload, I guess. So it just went poof, and half of your code disappeared. Literally half the code. We got the text, but not the images back.
Yep.
And yeah. So this will be, let's see where we have do we have a page content or something like that? It's called something like that. But I want just the page content. Let's search for page. We have the page content. We have the page grid container. There's the page content, which may or may not also be an issue. Oh, we already have that. Okay, so let's see what happens if we just remove these.
So you're removing the episode text.
Yes, because the episode text had a restriction of 400 pixels.
Right.
Because that was designed for just the podcast episodes, which we have a lot of. So we had to put some sort of restraints on that. Okay, so I'm trying hot reload now. Let's see if it works on your...
There you go. You don't have to press the button.
Well, on my computer I do. And mine actually doesn't look like that. Mine looked like... more like the Firefox icon.
Maybe you have an old...
I must have an old version. That's embarrassing. So, there you go. Fixed it.
That's good.
Yeah. What else do we need to do?
Easy.
We need to fix the sponsor page. Because, again, we repurposed something with bad naming convention again. I need to go back and fix that.
And while we're talking about sponsors...
Yeah.
We have Progress Telerik that makes amazing Blazor UI controls. So if you're into Blazor, you should definitely check those out.
Their support...
It's amazing.
It is amazing.
And we have If that has a growing community with over 900 people. Yeah. So they're looking for becoming even bigger.
And it's an insurance company.
Yes. And speaking of awesome support, I need to talk about...
Yeah, you can do that while I find
So now I'm blanking on the name.
Where's the sponsor page?
Are they called?
Here we go. Hey, would you look at that? We have the same here. There you go.
Yes. So
You're pausing a lot. So we needed a certificate.
Yes. For Ssl certificates for coding after work. And I started off using, now I'm blanking on that name. Let's encrypt. And that was, so I went in, that's a free service. Free is good. And there was you have to have a command line, and you have to install this and that, and it was just, could I just please get a certificate? So I used DigiCert, that I've been using. Is it called DigiCert?
I think you mentioned.
Did I say that?
I think so.
That would be super bad if I said, so sure. This is a great service, and then I'm saying the wrong name. I think this is the right one.
So while you're doing that, I am... Hey, wait. Reusing articles here? That's great. That makes my life a little bit easier. So on our sponsor page, we have 2 articles. And I am putting a padding on them. And if I just save that, we should see the difference here. So you look at Progress Telerik, we have a little bit more padding, and if we look at If Insurance, it does not. The reason that we don't put it in the class is that we want it kind of tight-fitting on the actual podcast. And I was too lazy to do another class. So I'm putting that on this one as well. Okay, so DigiSearch.
Yes, I logged in. It's them. I've been using. I used them a couple of years ago, and I'm not a cert guy. I don't know what I need and how it works. To be honest, we have people for that, and so I used them. I was super happy. Full disclosure, we are MVPs. We're getting a certificate for free, but. So that's why I chose their service in the first place. But
well, it wasn't your first place; it was your second place.
Yeah,
that's why
but in the first place, I went with them.
Right.
And then today I went. So I remember they were pretty good. So I contacted them and said, "So I need help with this and that," and they helped me. They have an application with buttons, and I can use my mouse to do things. Super easy, great support, and I got a certificate.
Yeah. And they went, you said something like, well, I don't really know what this or that is or how I'm doing that. No problem. Let me show you.
Not a problem. You use this app. Here's a instructions or tutorial for Azure.
Yeah, that we are using.
It was great.
Should we have the shadow or not?
I think not.
You think not? So let's remove some of the other one as well. It works good on when you have like a lot of them, but here we go. Is this better?
That's better. I think that.
That's good.
Hey.
Hey.
Hi, this is my first time here. Welcome.
Welcome. We are trying to get our page on with Blazor and CSS because our page is not good today.
Let's just say not nice.
Oh, come on. Come on. Okay, so what else do we need to do? Let's go back in. Oh, we needed to change to with and about. I did that. So let's mark that. That's not how you mark it.
Nope.
How do you mark it?
You can do it like that. So you have state up in
there
the
we go.
left corner.
This one is done.
So can you give a quick summary about what's happening today?
Yes. This is our backlog. So again, we are trying to... We did a file new on our Coding After Work page. We run a podcast and a user group and
YouTube and Twitch and yeah.
So we're trying to get a better page for that. So we're using C# and Blazor.
Yep.
And today we added an API to reset the cache because we are not using databases at this moment. We are collecting all the information from Libsyn, which we get our podcast from.
Yeah.
And from YouTube, the API, we tried to work without the API, but we needed some stuff from there, so we're using the API.
We had too many episodes.
We did. And so we are caching that, but the issue was if we are uploading a new episode, then it was already cached, so it didn't update. So we need to refresh that.
So we used the new .NET 6 feature minimal APIs.
Which you were kind of excited about.
I am. I was and I am.
Yeah. And we also made a clickable link to YouTube, and then we need to fix some stuff, like change the styling on sponsors. I just did that.
You're on fire.
Let's see. It's done. Saving
Done.
photos. And we have add images to index page.
Well, I
you
did that.
Half of it, but hold on to your horses because this is what it looks like.
I made this.
Yeah. So, yeah. Let's not do that. So let's see if we can fix something with that. I'm thinking that maybe we should not have them in one row. Maybe we should kind of do half the page in the way we do sponsors. We have one to the left and one to the right. So we have the episodes like that, but we still have the next stream schedule on,
That's good.
On top. So let's see if I can again, recall this. Remember how to do this on stream, live. No pressure at all.
Have you met copy and paste?
What copy and paste? It's not the same. But let's see. Where do we need to fix things? So we have the upcoming stream, that's an H1. We have the latest episode, that's an H1. So after that one, I want to put podcast and video on side by side. So let's go into the code and find that. So we have the... Oh, I'm in the wrong page. That's what's wrong.
There's your problem.
Here's the index page.
You know, I'm going to switch out my headphones.
Oh, really?
Because
they're that bad?
They are that bad.
That's bad.
I'm going to see if this one works better.
So we have, let's see, podcast, latest episode. Here, I think that we can actually make articles of these. So article is basically sort of a div, and that's why I typed div, but it should be able to stand on its own. So it's self-contained or whatever you want to call it.
That's good.
So let's see here. After the image, did I spell that wrong, or is it just angry because I didn't have a... There we go. It was just angry. So we have...
The red squiggly of death.
Yeah, exactly. So we have the podcast, and then we need another... Do you see I'm actually copy-pasting?
I like it.
Of course you do, but we need to have that before the end div. Ooh, this is a mess now. Isn't there a magical align everything as it should be button?
There is.
Yeah?
And I never remember. It's like Control, Alt, Shift, Delete,
okay, so
KS. I don't know.
Yeah, I will try to live with this one.
It's absolutely not that combination. Don't try that.
So we actually do have an image. Here, you're getting the image, and I can actually put the class on that one. Because we do have a class for the episode images. Episode, is it episodes or is it episode? The naming is so bad. Episodes image? Maybe?
I don't know.
And also we need an equal sign there. Let's see if it's called that one. There we go. Because that has the same restraint as the episode text did. It's 400 maximum.
Right.
White. It still looks a little bit iffy though. But we need to copy and paste that onto the other image as well. So at least we have that. Okay.
So, Auto 404 says that edit advanced format document.
Oh, really? Let's try that.
That usually does. It was a little bit advanced.
Advanced
format document. So it was a really horrible feature.
Thank you.
It was really bad with Blazor, but or Razer. So I'm happy they solved that.
I feel so much better now. I feel so.
Thank you,
better.
Otto.
Thank you. Okay. What else? We also need to have that padding. What padding did we put on sponsors? We put it on the article. Let's do that then.
You are going to fix the size later on, aren't you?
Yes, I am. Yes, I am. Oh. I guess I don't have to write another. Do I need to?
You need a style if you're...
I need another style?
Do you have
Oh my gosh, I'm just having a brain fart.
You said fart.
I did say fart. Okay, did I break something here now? Yes, I removed that one. I believe. Thank you, Visual Studio, for helping me adding another one.
That is actually sometimes you get in, if you get into that position that you're adding a
end quote.
Actually, the start quote, you will get an end quote.
Yeah.
But if you press delete there, you would lose both of them.
Oh, right.
It's like no.
And if you're used to not getting that help, you automatically already press twice, so you end up with 3 of them. But something that really, really bugs me, it's this one. Oh no, we don't have an end div here.
Yeah, I think you're in the way.
Oh, I'm in the way? Yeah, I am. Of course I am. Let's move it up.
There we go.
Oh no, we don't have an end div here where we should have. Let's put in an end div, and it even helps me suggest... Oh, it doesn't do it now? Okay. So what it did on my computer, which obviously does not feel well, is added another start div as well.
We need to update your computer.
I think we need to. Gosh. Especially so hot reload could actually work. Okay, so we also need some space in between here, don't we? Let's see, where do we put that? We have the upcoming...
Coding for Life 2. Hey, do you guys have any plans of doing a JavaScript project? I'm fluent in MERN and mean stacks.
I don't even know what that is.
I don't even...
And I'm kind of impressed as well. So Jimmy has an allergy towards JavaScript. I do not. That's why we're doing Blazor. Not only because you're a C# developer, of course.
I'm pretty sure that we're not going to do a JavaScript project.
Not our own project?
No.
But we do have guests on.
Yes. I was just about to say that. So we have... I don't think we have talked about JavaScript on the show before, but we do bring in guests...
every now and then.
Every now and then. MERN, Mongo Express React Node.
Oh.
And Mongo Express Angular Node. Okay, so Angular. Okay, that's cool.
But it sounds much more cool to say mean and oh, and I wasn't being sarcastic. I actually meant it. Okay, so what else? Why do we have that? Did I put it on the wrong?
So I'm fluent in C# and Blazor, so that's why we are doing it in with Blazor instead of Angular or React.
Yeah.
And we're not doing any databases for this project because we don't need one at this point.
Not at this point.
We have everything stored. We might need one day, but at this point everything is stored on YouTube or on Libsyn or on Twitch. So
now, why is orange text showing up right here? Because I need to fix something. Let's see. Where do we start? We have the podcast. We have the episode image. Where is the episode text coming in? There's the image. Where do we get the...
Yeah, even I was planning to learn C#. Hope your stream helps. We do too.
That's nice. So where do we get the title of the podcast?
Just above the image.
Oh, here. The title. Well, there you go. Now, why am I so confused about this?
It's a little bit odd that it
is in an own article, yet the podcast title shows up after the image, before the H3.
Perhaps episode image has a float left or something like that.
Oh.
Or float something.
Episode. Actually, we could use the episodes layout instead. No, let's not.
There we go, float left.
Yeah. Okay, so let's put the text on it then. Would that help, you think? Can you do that? Can I get away with that? Where's the...
Maybe just put the width on
But the width is in... Yeah, but we have that. Let's try if it can actually take this. Because this also... but I think it's episode. Because why should I be good at naming stuff? No, it did not help.
Okay, let's just remove the class from
No, it was episodes. Yeah, but I am stubborn now. You have been stubborn before on stream.
Right.
Okay, so now they are underneath. So that would mean if we put a break here, which we shouldn't really, but let's just, yeah. Okay. So I think that we could actually reuse the CSS that we were using for the episodes layout. So for, let's see, this one, because this is episodes, we have multiple. Oh, what is up with this? Oh, do you see this? This is not aligned. Oh my gosh. Why isn't it aligned?
What do you mean not? Oh, it's not aligned.
It's not aligned.
What's up with that?
But it's only the first row? No, here it is. It's the first and second row. First and last.
Could be because it could be virtualized. But it's odd that
it's just the first and the last row.
That's really odd.
It is. Okay, let's put a pin in that.
Focus on the other things.
Yeah, right. Okay. Home. But actually, I think we don't need to move everything down as far. So let's... Did I copy everything? No, I did not. Let's copy that. See? I'm thinking like a developer. And let's put 2 rems instead of 17 rems. And let's call this since when? Article layout. A little bit better name for an article. And I'm also going to copy this name because this keyboard isn't my friend. And
don't blame the keyboard.
Put that on. Let's put a div around them. That should work, right?
Might.
So I'm not by any shape or form an expert on CSS. I'm just relearning. Well, I'm not even relearning. Back in my days, CSS was not so hot. And we're talking like 20 years ago or something. Come on. Shouldn't paste it there. Clause. There we go. Now let's remove that one because I didn't know how to paste. So I'm just learning as we go. Let's see if this works. Okay. Something happened.
Something happened.
But not enough.
So now we have...
Because I'm still using the image. No, we had the text on this one. Let's see. What are we using here? We have the page content. Let's check that one out. Page content, well, that's fine. And what else do we have? We have the article layout. And it goes around all of that stuff. And the article layout, that's just making it a flex, and it should wrap, and it should center it in that. Okay. So why are you not working? I am missing something very obvious, aren't I? So maybe I should put it on. No. This is why I don't like when Visual Studio don't save my stuff. Because we did similar things in the sponsors, right? So we have a div, which is the episodes layout, which is the same as the article layout, but without the padding.
Right.
Around the article, going down all around the article. And inside these, we only have the restraint on the text. So it can't be more than 400 pixels. Isn't this the same thing? What am I missing?
So
we have the page content around that. So what happens if we just remove this for a while? Oops, that was the wrong key. So my new favorite shortcut in Visual Studio is Control KC, which is comment code, which I like, so I don't have to do it. Okay. So now it at least moved it over, but we...
And Blazor blew up.
And Blazor blew up? Oh, yes, it did. Okay, why? Because I have @ here?
I'm not sure if it's... It should be working.
Okay, so now then, let's remove that and see what it says. Blazor did not blow up.
That's good.
Okay, but now it's not pushing down everything. 17 Ms, which we need. So this stuff is actually the episode, the text and stuff is up here under our menu. But they should also be next to each other. Huh.
But if we take a look at what you did with the sponsors, which is the closest one.
Yeah. Let's look at sponsors again. So around sponsors, we have we need to fix this page as well. So let's see if I can remember. Where was the Control K or something, right?
Edit advanced format document.
Edit advanced format document. Control K. Maybe Control K and Control D after.
Yeah, you need both of them.
Okay.
So same thing with KC.
Okay, so we have an outer div around everything, which is episodes layout. So that's around the articles. And in the index, we are putting that around the articles.
So just do the simplest solution. Just bring in the code from the sponsor page and just put the right things.
I don't know what you mean. It's different code.
Yeah, but so you have.
You mean like copy the div class?
Yeah, and I'm thinking just copy the first article there, the whole thing.
Okay. And you want me to put it where?
At the top of the page.
At the top of the page. Here?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then have a closing div as well.
Right.
Great.
And now comment everything out?
Yeah, let's do that.
Except maybe not the code.
Are you using .NET? Yes, this is C#. C#.NET, I guess.
Okay, let's see if we can fix this now then.
So that looks good.
Yeah.
And that's basically what we're looking for, right?
Yeah. So let's lift in another article from that page. Where's the...
Okay, nice. Yes, it is. At least we think so.
So let's lift in the other article as well, so we know that we have them side by side. No, we do not. So there's something else going on here.
But we don't have...
We don't have the styling...
But we didn't have two of them, did we?
Well, I put two in now.
Yeah, but they're not showing two of them, so I'm guessing...
it is actually. It's just that I am in the way.
Okay, got it.
So it did blow up anyways. Or did I... Well, oh, this is in sponsors. So let's look at index. Maybe I lost a div or something here. So we have a div. Come on, I just fixed
Okay,
this.
that div should be underneath the article, right?
Oh, this one. Yeah.
No, not that one.
Which one?
The other one. The one you have
This
one
one?
on. Yes.
Yeah, of course it should. That's why it's wonky. Okay, so let's see. Now
there we
it's
go.
correct, right?
So that's basically what we want to
Exactly.
have.
So if we then just pick up, okay, so let's pick up the actual article.
Mm-hmm.
So the contents in the article.
I would probably just take the latest pod.title and replace Telerik with that.
So this one?
Just
the span?
No, just the latest pod title.
The name.
Yes.
Okay.
There we go.
And we replace the
progress Telerik.
Where is that? I don't even see
it. You have the mouse on it.
There we go. Okay, so let's
because
see.
Now we have the exact same thing going on.
Yeah. So let's see what blows up. Nothing blew up. That's good. So it's not this. And then we get the image.
Mm-hmm.
So we should try to fix that. I actually cut it out. Maybe that was stupid. Did I? No. So here we get the image.
Mm-hmm.
So let's see.
A little bit more to the left.
Yeah.
Just copy the C.
Oh, you mean this one? Okay.
No, not that one.
Not that one?
The image.
Where?
There we go.
There we go. You said a little bit more to the left.
That's my left.
This is right. No, it's not.
It's left on that. No,
it's not. You have no defense. Oh, come on. Can I please just copy this? Your Visual Studio is having fun at my expense. Which is fine because I'm the one who broke the code. Okay, so we have the image source, so we're replacing this one with that one.
Exactly. And we don't have any episode text, so we can just remove that div entirely.
Okay.
There we go.
So, let's see. If this blows up, then no, it did not.
Okay, so let's copy that article.
Mm-hmm. Let me just remove that extra. Copy that article.
Paste it underneath.
Like so.
And instead of latest pod, we want latest vid.
So I can type vid, maybe.
That's absolutely not what I said.
No, it's actually not what you said at all. Because, again, this is not my
There we go.
forte.
And no.
Oh, I'm just messing things up. Okay. So it's...
on line 17,
yeah.
we want to change the latest pod to latest vid.
Yeah, it's good to be clear with me.
Okay, there we go.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So that one is now not broken.
Yeah. So now we can remove the if insurance, which is underneath.
Which is this one. And it's the whole article.
There we go.
Remove that one. Let's see, just to make sure. Yep. But it's still
looks
working.
okay. It looks
still
okay.
Working. Yeah. I wonder what the, because now we want to add the H2 and all of that on top of this outside of the div.
Yes.
So could we just try to take this one?
Maybe we should. So I'm thinking we're not always going to have a stream schedule.
Yeah. So the problem with the Twitch schedule is that you cannot have every single Thursday because it does not show up as a calendar booking. You need to have like, we're doing this on that Thursday.
No, we could do that,
okay.
But we don't have. We're not using every Thursday. We're scheduling every single one.
Yeah.
So let's just put it underneath instead of on top.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So under this.
That's what I'm thinking.
Like that.
Yeah.
Why do I have this? I don't think I need
See if that works.
Oh, now I remember why I had that. Sometimes I wonder how my brain works. Okay, so we have the upcoming stream, but the problem... No, it blew up.
So, go back to the code. See what's happening. Scroll up just a little bit, because we can't see it. So that should be working. We have H2. Scroll down a little bit. Let's see what's going on. More. Okay, take a look at, go back to the web browser and F12, our friendly neighborhood console.
Neighborhood developer tool. And what do you want me to do?
And the console. It's actually in, okay, so click the errors. So we're just seeing the,
what
here,
arrows?
the errors.
Errors! I thought you said arrows, so I was over here.
So what does it say? Object reference not set to an instance of an object. Who?
Coding after work component.
Who is not set to an instance
I
of an
don't
object?
know.
Okay, look, let's go back. So what are we doing? We have our...
We have a bunch of code that we... No, that's down here. I thought I commented that out.
Let's see here.
Maybe you should see if you can find the issue with the Blazor stuff that I messed up.
You want to switch?
Well, you're the Blazor expert, not I.
I think the problem is that the Twitch schedule might be... so we're going to do it like this. We're just going to check whether or not the Twitch schedule is
if it's null.
No.
Yeah, okay, so...
But we didn't have that code before, so I'm not sure why.
No, but it could be... I think I remember something like... yeah, I know why. I think I know why. Because we are usually scheduled until 9 Swedish time, which is now. So now we don't have anything scheduled. So if I go into Twitch and schedule something, it should show up.
That makes sense.
Yeah. So can I do that while we are online? I think we can, right? Where's the schedule? There we go. No, we could not. I can't do that?
I can't do that. Let's see what we got here. Okay.
Oh, no, because I'm not logged in as coding after work. That's why.
So we have a time zone. We're getting the Twitch schedule back.
So
down
Twitch
there.
just thinks that we already finished our stream. So that's the issue. But I can open a private window. See if I can log in here.
Why is I'm gonna remove the code here as well. actually not. Okay, I got it. So before we had some code checking whether or not latest pod was, if we had the latest pod or not.
Yeah.
So and that code didn't follow along because we pasted just some of the stuff.
Oh, right.
So we're just going to check if we have latest pod is not null. And I'm going to go out on a limb and say that I want both of them to be loaded. I want the latest vid and the latest pod to be loaded.
That sounds reasonable.
We can just do that at the same time. Like that. Okay, I can't do this. I'm not... no.
Why?
Let's do it the correct way.
So why can't you do that? What is the correct way? Oh, you want to do...
So I want to check if the pod, if we got the pod or not, and I want to do the same thing for...
Yeah, you don't want to do it in one go in case one of them is...
Yes, and they're loading in different cadence, so so we're gonna do it like that instead. So we're checking, do we have a pod? Let's show that. Do we have a vid? Let's show that.
Yeah.
So if I load...
Which will, again, be faster for the user. Perceived as faster.
Yes.
And that's...
So let's see if we can actually see that in action. Let's use a new function we made today. Clear the cache.
Yeah.
And reload the page.
Let's see. There we go.
It's too fast.
Yeah.
But yeah, technically this should load faster than this one or the other way around. Whatever comes first.
Yeah. So
okay.
Now we want to add the headers and stuff. Oh no, we said that we had the upcoming streams below, but we don't want that. We want to style that some as well. We want that maybe in the middle or something.
Sounds reasonable. Let's also make these clickable.
Yeah.
Because I want to be able to click on them.
Yeah.
So let's go.
Can you remove the horrible message? Thank you.
Let's bring up Notepad. Okay.
Or so you thought.
Yeah, let's do it the long way around then. Fine. href equals, there we go. Like that. And where do we want this to go? Well, we want it to go with pressing an @ sign because we want a string. We're going to use...
So the @ sign again in the HTML is indicating that we are now switching to C# code.
Yes.
So we can actually mix C# and HTML, which is kind of cool.
So we are saying we're also using the $, so I can just put in strings into the string basically, or variables into the string. So I'm going to say /YouTube/ and latest vid dot id, like that. Mm-hmm. And I'm going to copy that. I'm going to
and you know how to copy here. Stuff.
Yeah, I'm going to pop up here. And in this case, I want the latest pod instead.
Yeah, but you did a Jessica there. And...
I marked everything but. And the URL is episodes instead. And we need an ending for that one as well. There we go. So if we pop in to the web browser, you see that we can click this one. I will get to that episode. And I can click this one and get to that episode. That's cool.
That's good.
Okay, so we have upcoming streams. So what do we want to do with that one?
Well, actually, we can't see it on stream because you're in the way.
And I can't scroll because...
Yeah, I know. But it's down below.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I think we should put at least the page styling. There is a style that puts a little bit padding on. I think it's the one that called page something. So if you look in the Css file, or you can look at the code you deleted. No, you cannot. So look in the style. It's open.
It's open.
To the right. There we go. And search for page and see if that is something we can reuse. Page content, I think it is. May or may no, we cannot use page content because it's also pushing down everything. So what else do we have? Do we have any more? Let's see. Not the navigation. That's the whole no, further up. So this is the navigation. There we go. Let's see.
Center. Is that what? Can I use that one?
You could, but I don't think it's what we.
This is what I want.
Okay.
I want center.
That was the first.
Actually, does that mean center?
Yes.
Okay.
It does.
I don't want to have that.
It's the first thing that I wrote in new CSS, and I was so excited. It wasn't even. I don't know, because back in my day, you had to do so much work around to try to get everything centered in all ways. But now you do not.
Let's put this inside of a div first of all.
Good.
Like that. Okay. So if I want to center this on the page in horizontally manner, I would do something like style. So this is not what you should do.
No.
This is just for testing. I want to do a margin auto, and I want to have a width.
Yes.
I believe.
And the width is 400 for the image, and the text that we have used pixels. Yes.
Let's try.
So what margin auto means is that you have margin to the left and the right, and if you set that for auto, it means that the browser will do all the math for you. So you have the you have set the width to 400. Actually, you need to set it for 800 plus 2 m's. So 800 plus 16 plus 18 plus 18.
I'm assuming you're not saying that I should count.
800 and is it no? It's 18, right? 836, because we have 2 images in between and we have 2 m's padding, I think. But what the auto does is doing the math for you. Hey, Ancient Coder!
Is this supposed to work? It's not showing up. Let's see here. It's absolutely not centered in any way.
No. But yeah, that's not how you should do it either. But you could use the center and just remove one of the centers. But we do have other things that center stuff. But you need to look in the... can you please remove all the text? It's so annoying. How is it going? Well, I messed stuff up. So I did prep stuff, but Visual Studio 2022 decided to remove all of my changes and leave me hanging. And so now I just tried to fix the styling on a page and blew up Blazor, and you fixed Blazor though.
But why isn't this working? Shouldn't this be working?
No, you're using the colons. I don't think you're supposed to do that when you do in-row styling. Are you? I don't think you do. You do? I don't think so. Just try to remove them. Yeah, I made an oopsie.
Okay, let's do it like this instead. Class.
You do know we have class. You are more stubborn than I am. We have classes. They're just named badly.
Are you sure about...
No. But you can justify the content if you're doing the. If you look at the center down below, can you scroll up a little? Thank you. You don't have to use both of the centers. You can either use one or the other. So
I'm
you
gonna
can
use like those two.
Yeah. Then you don't have to care about anything.
It jumped in just a little bit.
Oh, you know what? I think that it has been stuck in. So we have a grid, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I think it's in the first one where we put the margins. So I think that's
you
the
want
issue.
that div.
No, I wanted it on top and look completely different, but now you're on your own.
Now it's on top.
Yep.
Okay. So.
But look in the CSS file.
So we're back down. That's good.
Yeah, but it's still to the left. It shouldn't be there. So in the CSS file, there should be another page stuff. We have called them so bad names. We need to go over and fix that. So the page content. What else do we have? Well, now we're adjusting the root. I know we're using one of them on one of the other pages. What was that one? The auto...
Margin
No,
left
the...
on top.
Go up one. Stop. The episode image is using margin left auto, margin right auto. That's what you want to do. But you also need to display a block for that to work, I think.
So maybe it's the block thing
Yes,
that
I think so.
failed on.
It might be.
So let's go back to the schedule. No. Current document. Remove that one. There we go. Save. Come on. No.
No, wait. It moved the other stuff. It moved Oren over to the left.
Did it?
Yeah, it did. So it did something. I think that it's actually in the first. So I think we have like a page layout in the root page. And it's divided to. I think it's like 4, 3.
I get it.
5. So we have like columns, and I think you put it accidentally to the leftmost where we usually only have padding.
So we have render body, so that one is...
Are we still linking to the old CSS file? Oh my gosh. We have so much cleaning up to do.
So page grid container, that's what we have.
Yeah.
Yeah,
and if you go and look at the page grid container in the CSS file, you will see that we are stating what grid we want
container.
It to be.
Yes.
Yeah. So this says we have one fraction to the left, and then we have a. This is what we're using for all the pages. Then we have a minimum of 600 pixels and 3 fractions, and then 1 fraction.
Right.
So we always have 1 fraction on each side, and I think you put it in one of those. So if you use page content, or actually the grid column, and put it in grid 2.
I want this one.
Yeah.
So what does that mean?
This means that we want it in the grid column 2, and we want it to span to number 3. So where number 3 takes over. So it should. We can write that in different ways. We can say span 1 if we want to span over 1.
Right.
We can write span 3, and so on. So now you're putting it in the column number 2 and not in the one that we are using fractions to.
Right, but I don't want to span to 3.
Yes, you do, because yes. because we wanted to start where the second line starts. I think you can, if you use F12, you can actually show, if you click on grid, you can show the grid lines, and I can explain what I'm not
Where
so.
am I seeing that?
You need to see the
down.
HTML, and there should be like a grid. In the HTML, there's a grid you can click.
Oh, there it is. So I want to click on this.
Oh, you want to click on any one. So click on it again and go away. Okay, so if you see the numbers on top, it says 1, 2, 3, and then -1. So the number 2 is where the second one starts.
Right.
And you want it to span until the third one starts. So you don't want to span it over 3.
Right.
So we can...
To span to number 3.
Yeah, to the number 3 line.
Yeah, okay.
Starting line. You can also say span 1, like you mean span over 1 column, or span over 2, or you can write 2/4, then it will go over 2 columns.
But this solved the problem, right?
Yeah.
So we have upcoming streams. We don't have any upcoming streams right now.
No, because the schedule, we are 20 minutes. If we had tested this 20 minutes ago, it would have worked. But because Twitch knows that we usually end our streams at 21 minutes ago, it thinks that we do not have anything on our schedule.
Okay, so this works. This works.
Yeah. We still have some tweaking to do, though.
That works. This works. Podcast works.
Yeah, we can click that.
We can click that. We can click sponsors.
Yeah.
I think we're done.
Yeah. Well, for this iteration.
So let's go.
And again, we need to go back and actually clean up this CSS file.
We are done. Commit all. Push. Push it.
Don't dance on stream, please.
The followers just dropped.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay,
or
so
someone will clip it and make a GIF out of it.
Please don't.
Please do.
Okay, so let's see here. Let's see what we got. We got a release.
Well, we got there in the end, didn't we?
Let's check the pipelines. It's going. We're done. We are done.
Well,
come on, we are done.
You know how hard this is for me?
We are done. We are better done
than perfect. Yeah, I know, but it's super difficult. This is why I don't design anything myself, and we buy in all those stuff, because as a perfectionist, it is super hard to publish stuff that is not perfect. And honestly,
give me D. Give me O. Give me.
You're very irritating. Who gave you caffeine?
Well.
Oh, you have been drinking.
Can I see that?
Oh, you may not, because it has a lot of caffeine. No, it's super hard. But the page we are currently using, that is live, isn't that good either. So it's kind of like, yeah, the better option of two very bad options.
Ah, come on.
Are you publishing yet? Are you published?
Not yet. Come on. You can do it.
But yeah, we still have a bunch of stuff to do in our backlog.
Yeah.
We definitely need to go in. First of all, I would love if we could actually comment in the CSS file so we know what's going on. Maybe we should also comment stuff in the code because it's easier to read. Because if it goes a week, I don't even recall.
Need to change the names of the styles.
Yeah, because we started out with episodes text.
Yeah.
And it makes no sense to not reuse it.
So apparently it should
perfectionism sometimes works against you, and sometimes it's a benefit. Yeah, I know. I do really nice cakes. They're not perfect. Actually, I've only been happy with one of them, and it won an award. I wasn't 100% satisfied, but in the 90s.
And the judges was like, "You win," and you're like, "Did you see this and that?" And there was something.
But there's a wrinkle. Comments in the code. Yeah.
So I have an old colleague that refused to document in code or document things at all, and he was like, "Yeah, but the best documentation is the code. That never lies."
Well, it is true in some extent, but if you are new to that sort of code, it's kind of handy if there's at least an indication what we're doing.
Yeah.
At least that.
So let's see. We did a build. Let me see the releases. It's
so we are still in the Azure portal, the DevOps portal.
There we go. It's starting. Come on.
We are going live. Oh, and apparently we can get famous if we buy followers. Or I just delete that and that's over with.
Let's pop into.
Yeah, there's trolls though everywhere, aren't there? We even have
this is the old
Christmas
page.
show about trolls. Yes,
as you can see.
It is.
So we're currently.
Look at the.
So this is Blazor's server.
Yeah.
So let's see what happens when it deploys. Let's see if it works. Sometimes
Are
it
you
does.
going to do a side by side? Up to the left.
I was not going to do that because it's actually in the same browser.
Okay. But you can drag it out, right?
I could do that.
Or you can't do that in Windows 11? I am not...
Actually, we missed it.
Oh, we missed it?
I think it's already done.
Is it live?
No?
No, there you go. You didn't miss it.
But it says... Okay, there we go.
Okay, there we go. The milky...
Actually, I don't think I have the code for reloading that. Oh, I had to press it. Okay. There we go.
Hey, we have
upcoming streams. And there we go. Got an about page. We have YouTube. We have a podcast.
Please check if it's...
What?
Why do we have two... No.
Okay.
Why did it load
that was
Eagle's image over Jeff's before cached, maybe?
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
Okay, so we are
Could
live.
you do one more thing, which I kind of don't want you to do, but could you check the light theme? Because I messed up once and forgot to check the light theme, and nothing was readable.
Okay, so I need to figure out where I was
in the F12 tools.
Okay, you know what? Okay. Help me.
In the F12 tools,
I got the F12.
there is a render. So if you, there should be something rendering. And if, there you go. Prefers color scheme.
Do you see it?
Yes, it's on the top. The second from the top. Stop, it's still the second. There you go.
So I prefer light theme.
Which is a lie, you do not.
I do not. And
but
when
you
I close
it,
that,
because this is the
so
dev tool.
Let's do it like this instead.
And this is actually the reason why I have my dev tools down below, because then I can still scroll the page. I know it's a preference thing. It's too bright. You're a vampire.
Okay, so there we go. About page.
If you click hysterically, it might work.
You think? I think actually
the
my
whole
web browser died on me.
Yeah, the whole web browser.
Too bright, too bright. My whole computer just...
The rendering just...
Actually, my whole computer just died on me.
Oh, really? It did? That is interesting.
What's up with that?
And the processor is going crazy. I can hear it from here.
Yep, so we just have to do that off stream, I think.
Let us know if it doesn't work in light theme then.
It's like insane. Okay.
But stop clicking.
But if I just can.
Have you seen that meme where you clicked 357 times, that made it work? I like that. That's me.
Might be the solution here as well. Come on, come on.
Stop clicking. It's making me nervous.
Hello.
Yeah, I think we need to theme check it offline. So we are actually live now. codingafterwork.com.
Yes.
Awesome.
And perhaps, I can't check, but
Yeah,
perhaps
SE as well.
not SE.
No?
SE is still at the old site. I haven't switched that out. I wanted to just do one.
We have one backup. Okay.
Let's go back here.
Oh, we still have the Halloween.
Still slimy.
What a way to end, right? We are publishing our page and Jimmy's computer broke. You gotta take the win, right?
Yeah, definitely.
That's good. And next week...
We're not streaming.
No, we will not.
But
because
please check out...
.NET comes.
Yeah.
A lot of cool stuff. A lot of really amazing speakers. And us.
Amazing speaker and us. Yeah, that's true.
I think that Jeff Fritz has dubbed it the Engstrom Hour, which is we going back to back. And what are you talking about?
I'm talking about Bluetooth gadgets together with Blazor. So two of the things I love together. And what are you talking about?
UX, of course. UX.
Of course.
Try to get in a little accessibility, but we have like 30 minutes, so I will do my best.
I still haven't done a dry run, so I'm not sure if I can do it in 30 minutes. The last time I did it was an hour, so
and
let's
did ask us to do like 20 minutes and have because they will. There is a couple of minutes before and after, and then there's a Q&A and .NET Conf. Yes, it's amazing, and it's spanning over 3 days, I believe. I was going to ask you to go to your computer and bring it up, but then I forgot. But yeah, do check that out because it is a lot of cool content.
Yes. And .NET 6. Visual Studio is actually the day before, so we got Visual Studio release,
cool
we have .NET 6 release, we have new Blazor stuff. It's gonna be fun.
Yeah, definitely. And we will be last that day, but it's early here, so that will be interesting. We probably need caffeine there too.
Yeah, we're the last.
We're the
it's the last session on Wednesday.
Yeah, so they are calling it like Wednesday, Thursday?
Yeah, and it's actually really early Thursday morning, our time.
Yeah, it's... Oh, thank you! That would be great to have you there. We will try not to have Jimmy's computer. Well, I will use my computer, maybe. I don't know. Now I get scared.
I don't think you're going to use a computer at all. I think you're going to do the stream computer.
I'm going to use the streaming computer, yes. That has... still not let me down yet. So let's see that.
All right.
Okay, so
thank you so much for joining us.
Yeah, it's been
and until next time.
Bye.
Bye.